Yeah, rise up, you beautiful brothers and sisters, gorgeous kings and queens, cute boys and girls. It's brother Marley, and this is the Gambia One channel. The Gambia is just outside there, so I'm indoors today. So a quick update on the orphanage. So I went down there yesterday and noticed there was a lot more children there than there was the first day I went. Everyone was there under a shaded area, and the children are reciting the Quran. So that doesn't raise any red flags for me, but a few things did. So first of all, what I noticed was that all the children was doing that. All the children was reciting. And there were some, except for like one group of older girls who were fully hijabbed up and they were preparing the food. Red flag number one. Secondly, Paul, the brother who had gone with to the orphanage, he found a young man who he had previously come with and gave a football to. He said to the young man, "Where's the football?" And the young man told him, "It's in my house." Red flag number two. If you're an orphan, how do you have a house? So what was kind of clear was that what I'm being told, or what I've been told about the place, and actually what the place is two different things. To me, it's been described as, this is an orphanage. I'm trying my best to teach the young ones, and you know, my wife is doing the cooking, and we're struggling. But despite that struggle, we intend to do our best by the children in our area. I look about the place, and I see the place needs help, and so that's why I call you gorgeous people to help me. And as of yesterday, we had about £700. That's about $1,000 had been sent in to us. So to get that much that quickly is a testament to your greatness. It's also a responsibility on me to make sure that I respect your donations, not just give it out regardless. So now we sat down with the man running it, and I said to him, "Look, what really is going on here?" We had some questions from people. One question was, how many of those children are his home? He said there's 3 that is his own. In the previous video, there was a young girl that I said hello to. That's his daughter, and there's another 2 as well. Another 2. I don't know if they are boys or girls, but there's another 2 in there. I don't know who they are. So he has 3 that are his own children. The rest of them, as I was told, were orphans. But as of yesterday, he said actually only 10 of them are orphans. The other 20 that he had yesterday live in the area. But what I saw, sorry, let me get my words right. The other 20 I saw 2 days ago were children from the area. What I saw yesterday was about 50 children. So now there's more children coming in who are paying customers, being paid by their parents. And from what I can see, that the dilapidation of the buildings and so on and so forth isn't due to a lack of funds or anything. It's due to misappropriation of those funds. It's not being spent on the building, it's not being spent on the infrastructure for the children. There's no swings, there's no nothing. But the way I see it, if you want to run, if that's how you want to run your Islamic school, go be at it. If the parents who are sending their children there, who are paying to send their children there, see that as acceptable for the children to go to, so much so that they're willing to spend money on it, then who am I to come along and start saying, with my Western mindset, say, hey, you know, we can help you improve those facilities there. If those parents want to send their children to somewhere where they have an outside stinking toilet, that's on them, not for me to change. Can you tell I'm emotional? I'm a bit upset about it. But this is what is going on there. So I've been given, thank you very much. Today I'm not having tea, I'm having something a bit stronger, so cheers. Oh, that's strong. Woo! Sorry. I'm choking on my rum, man. Let me leave this drink alone before I start talking all kinds of reckless. I don't want to be the next Art Cathy and get chucked out of the country for speaking my mind. So that is what happened. I've gone down there. I found out that what I had been told and what I shared with you was not the full story. It wasn't complete truth. It wasn't all facts. There were some embellishments, some extras added on it. And once we investigated a bit further, we started to see that those children, for many of them, they're fine, they're not living there. So I'm looking about to find a suitable place to put those funds. I'll let you know about that later on. The previous video, I've taken down the information about where you send money to, so we don't get any more donations. And when we do find somewhere suitable, like a real orphanage, for example, then I will reinstate that information so people can donate as they see fit. But my hats are off to you, kudos to you, thank you very much for your support, for your generosity. Those of you who, there was someone who sent 17 pence, that's 23 cents, right? Even you, I'm like, look, you get it. Even you get it. It's like, it's not about people with big funds, it's about the small little bits. So even that I appreciate. We're working together, and together we are making a difference. Even if we're not here in person, we're here in spirit, and we are making a difference to the Gambia. And I have to salute you for that. So thank you very much for your time and for your funds. For the people who've come here, there's one sister across the way who's donated taps and shower heads and toilets and a sink. There's a sister who's donated she only had a pot left. She's already moving back to the United States. All she had left was one large pot. And we said they can use that, and she was willing to just hand that over. There's people who've come in and they've handed over some money. I don't know if you can see that. This there is I'm pointing away. This there has got some cash in there as well. So people even coming in and dropping in money, hard-earned cash. So thank you to everyone who's been of service. All right, so when I have another update, I'll let you know. Don't get too upset by it, by what's happened. This is like a normal Hollywood story. We start off with, like, you know, the protagonist going like this, then there's an issue, they have a problem, they fix it, they come up higher, bigger and better. That's what we're going to do in this situation. Don't let these obstacles stop us. Turn them into stepping stones for our future and the future of the Gambia, all right? So until then, it's your brother Marley, still in service to you. Thank you very much. For now, peace, thanks. All right, so part 2 of this video. Been joined by a young sister from the ATL in the States. She's now here in the Gambia, and I wanted to get more of an insight as to what's been going on with this orphanage, quote unquote, that I've been to. Hopefully you can give me some more information, more advice. Mm-hmm. So what is it I saw, right? I saw an orphanage or was it an Islamic school? What was it? And is it the same thing?
I don't want to say it's the same thing. I'm not gonna say it's the same thing, but it was Islamic school. It was like it was a data, and technically people they send their children after their regular school to go and learn Arabic and Quran and Islamic studies, and then they come home after that, or sometimes they stay over the weekend, or it just depends on what's there.
All right, so it's a bit like how they have Sunday schools back in the West, but this one goes on during the week after school.
Good, how are you?
All right, so now if that's it's fine, bro. If that's the case, right? If that's the case, what I've been told is that it's an orphanage, right? Now, to me, an orphanage is a place where homeless children go. They got no parents.
Yeah.
Is that the same?
Second line of kin. No.
Right. So is that the case here, or is that different?
Well, I'm not exactly sure, because with Gambia, what I've been told, don't come from my neck, what I've been told is that normally when parents die, they go to their aunts or uncles. And I know that there are some orphanages here, like there's SOS, and then there's a few other ones that don't really have that much of a name to them, but SOS is very popular and very known. But they normally go to the next of kin, or they find someplace for them to go, per se. But in the sense of the data that you did go to,
What's it called? Dara.
Data.
Yeah.
In the sense of that, it's kind of like, first off, I don't agree with the fact that he lied. Like that is just...
Sure. Yeah, that was janky, man. That was some janky behaviour.
That kind of has an off-putting feel to it. But we do have to also remember that,
Yeah, sorry.
We do also have to remember that people are humans, no matter if you're an imam, a preacher, pastor, rabbi. Like, humans are going to do what humans do, per se. So the fact that he lied, I don't know what was going through that man's head, because I don't know how long he thought that. Obviously, he couldn't keep the lie long. The truth always comes out. But I'm just like shook. I'm very shook.
Well, yeah, this is it. I mean, I'm thinking to myself, maybe I'm being a bit naive, but I'm thinking, oh, here's a man here. He's teaching these Islamic studies. He's clearly got some level of moral standing, and then he's straight up using pimping the children out for people to go and spend money. Why? He's a pimp. I mean...
No, it's true though. It's true, right? Because you're using these cute little faces for money.
Look at the children. Give me money. Look at the children. Give me money. Look at the children.
That's
give me
like
money.
those $1 a day commercials. You know, they're like, oh, what's that? They used to play the music, and then they're like, $1 a day can feed this whole village. So, to be completely honest, I know that there are places out here in Gambia that do need the money, that are struggling, that's outside of Adada. There are orphanages here because there are orphans. There's orphans all around the world, and there are orphans here. Sure. But I also think that it also requires a little bit more research, per se, because there are human beings like you and I out here in this world who actually do want to help people and who actually want to do greater good, per se, if that makes sense. Okay, cool. Walk with me now. So, there are people who take advantage of it. And there's people who see, okay, so this is an easy target. They see us as Americans. They see us as, people from the UK. You know, they see it as easy targets. So they're like, this is how we can play it out for a quick band, quick 2 bands and stuff like that, you know?
So what they say, quick 2 bands?
So like a quick 2 bands, like a quick 1 band, you know what I mean? Quick little couple of hundreds. So I feel like it just requires looking into, because there was honestly something that happened not too long ago I can't remember word for word, so I'm not even gonna bring it up. Once I find it, I'll forward it to you so that way you can share it with the people.
No problem.
But yeah,
I knew, like, you know, I did think about that before, and I had in the last video I said that any money I get I'll hand over to the young man. And then I thought, actually, that's not a good idea because he's not handling money like that. If I turn up with $1,000,
he's gonna go crazy.
that's gonna just disappear.
Yeah, it's gonna go
Rather
crazy.
than get anything fixed, you might buy 2 bags of cement and be like, man, I went to the casino or wherever.
Or I'll just pocket it. I'll make this stretch. And
Right.
I mean, and that happens basically all around the world. Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
can have
kind of
people-
happens. That kind of
Yeah.
happens. But
You can have people like per se, like they've only had a limit of $20 in their account their entire life. You drop 50 bands, 20 of them bands gone within the first week.
Sure,
So it is
sure.
because they see things that they want that they couldn't have and stuff like that.
yeah,
and go
yeah,
from
yeah,
there.
yeah.
So I would prefer to just give them the things that they need, buy the cement for them, buy the, you know,
Right, that's what
buy
we're thinking of
those
doing. We'll
items.
buy the stuff, bring it, and we'll build it ourselves so that there's no one who's, like, you know, adding
Yeah.
extra onto fees, adding extra onto
Yeah.
costs or whatever.
And then you ask them what happened to the money, and they're just like,
Yeah, too late. So yeah, that was the plan, and now we find out that the actual orphanage is not an orphanage.
wah, wah.
So we're gonna have to look at see what else we can do. All right, so stay tuned. I'll let you know what's going on. So for something I didn't realize until it was too late was that if you do a refund, if on PayPal you send a refund, PayPal stings you for like it's almost 6% that they're hitting you for refunds if the money's going to an account outside of the UK, and it's 2.9% for people who have sent money within the UK, in UK currency. So they've got these kind of things. They're blaming Brexit, blaming all these other sort of geopolitical stuff. All right, slight technical hitch. So I'll find a way of being able to get. Let's talk so we can figure out how we can either get money back to you. 6% of $1,000. I'm not sure if I can afford that, but we can figure out something if you'd like a refund.
Orphanage.
Or find another orphanage. Yeah. So we're going to also look into
Orphanage.
I'm sorry, she's been drinking now. Sorry. All right. So look,
Stuck for a lot.
let's talk about what we're going to do. Yeah. Send comments on the video. Let me know what you'd like to see, how you'd like to see this resolved. But together we will figure this out. Okay.
And then if you're in Gambia, send places that you know, like orphanages that you know need help.
Yeah, orphanages. Let's know about those orphanages. All right, people. Until next time, this is your brother Marley and your sister Aura. Deuces.